few. Let me have a quick look. Six of Cups reversed. What's this? Six of Swords in reverse, and we have Death in the reverse. Okay, so first of all, the number 6 could be important, relevant. The number 66, what does that break down to? Well, 6 and 6 is 12, which breaks down to a 3, so perhaps the number 3, which is a very divine number. Yes, I'm hearing third party. So yes, for some of you, you know, at the moment, what you might be feeling like you don't know enough about is a third party, what's going on there. But, you know, let's keep going. Let's see what comes through. So, Six of Swords in the reverse. Now, to me, this is the energy of something or someone who is stuck in between a really difficult situation where their thoughts are sort of running wild. There's conflict either within or with someone else, versus moving forward into a place of calm, of peace, you know, a nicer space. With the Six of Cups in reverse, for me, sometimes that feels like something that's been left in the past for good. So I'm wondering, is it your connection? Do you feel like you know you and your person are moving forward into a new energy phase beginning here, and yet there's something from the past that sort of keeps drawing one or both of you back in, or you know you've left a cycle behind, and yet something about that cycle occasionally repeats. We have Death in reverse, so again it's like something is trying to end. Scorpio energy. That's not even death. It says defeat. I was wondering, why does it have the number 5? Oh my goodness, here is the 5 of Swords. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying, stuck between the 5 and 6 of Swords. But with me thinking that was death for like, you know, a good minute there. Yeah, again, if this was Death in reverse, it would signal to me that there is a huge transformation that's trying to occur. And I'm seeing it's something specifically about moving from something difficult, traumatic, into smoother waters here, possibly towards a deep soul connection. Whether it's, you know, as I said, it could be on your person's end, particularly, it could be your connection as a whole. So anyway, let's have a look and see. Okay, we have the Moon in the reverse, so Pisces energy. And this is the Urban Tarot. Okay, what else please? What's hidden from my viewer here in this connection? We have the 8 of Cups. The Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. I believe the Knight of Pentacles is like the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, someone's trying to get out of a pre-existing commitment to move towards you. They're certainly focused on you. They're very attracted to you. They might feel like you're a bit out of reach, possibly because they have a commitment with someone else or to something else that they're a bit stuck in, but they're definitely focused on you. You might be involved in work that is to do with an institution, like maybe law, education. You might, you know, in terms of work or career, you might have reached quite a high status, or you might be in a position where you give other people advice, something like that. At least that's how your person is seeing you. I think they too in their own right are pretty accomplished at whatever they're doing, but that's not really of interest to them right now. I think you and what you're doing is more of interest. Okay, let's keep going. We also have the King of Cups here. Wow, okay. We have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the 7 of Cups. I heard team player. This person might feel that you're not being so much of a team player right now. Oh no, that's not it. Spirit's telling me they see that you've risen to success and that you did it by yourself. So I don't know if you've been on a sort of a difficult-ish or maybe very difficult journey here, and your person knows. So I don't know if you've told them, or they've heard, or they assume maybe it hasn't been so difficult, but they're looking at you as seeing you. Sorry, they're looking at you and seeing that you have somehow pulled yourself through something. You've risen, and it's being thanks to your own hard work. You kind of haven't done this maybe with anyone. Maybe you work alone. You know, maybe you work for yourself, by yourself, something like that. Or you know, you're a very hard worker and you've done something here yourself. I'm kind of getting a message that as this person is focusing so much on you, it's because they're very interested, very attracted to you. And with this Eight of Cups, with the King of Cups, they kind of feel that their heart is with you. I don't know if there's a separation, but I heard their heart has been left with you. So if they walked away, they left their heart there with you. But it's almost like they're trying to... Their life feels like a bit of a mess, or they have options and it feels confusing, and they're looking at you because they're seeing you as this pillar of experience, of stability. There's something reassuring. I don't know if you've made a transition that they are now wanting to make, and you're making them feel comforted in some way just because of, you know, who you are and the things you're doing. And yeah, look, I've landed on strength here at the back. Leo energy. Okay, so let's have a look at the moon with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which in this deck is called Success, and it's reversed. So that's pretty telling. I wonder if they were, I'm hearing that they were sort of screwed over by someone, maybe that they were depending on or working with, and maybe that's why now they're thinking of setting out on their own. Okay, let's see. What's going on, please? Knight of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse. This person ordinarily is not comfortable with letting themselves dream. This could be a very practical person. They could have a lot of earth in their chart. This is someone who built a foundation. They maybe in the past they have measured their success by what they can physically see. You know, I can see this money in my bank account. I can see this home that I have decorated and made very nice. I can see you know, my name on the office door that says CEO or whatever it is, you know. But if that's how they've been outwardly with the Four of Wands, yes, they have managed to build some kind of stability around them, or to keep this stability, even if to them safety, stability looks like being welcomed as part of a community. You know, they haven't been ostracized or anything like that because they're living a life that others around them deem to be acceptable. They haven't felt successful internally. They haven't felt happy. They may have given a lot to other people, but they haven't really gotten back, specifically in a heart-centered way. So this could be someone who's been very lonely for a long time, and look, you fired them up with the King of Cups. This is someone who is in love, you know, and if in your connection you're not at the stage of love yet, they definitely are developing very, very strong feelings. But for many of you, I feel that this is a longer term thing, and there has been a chance for this to deepen into love. There's some sort of regret that I'm feeling. I'm not seeing why yet, but let's have a look. Let's keep going. Wow, yeah, love, the Lovers. So Gemini energy here. The regret could stem from a choice that your person has to make that they haven't yet made, or they made the wrong decision. Let's see. With the Four of Wands and the Lovers, that's sort of strong twin flame energy here, so that could be confirmation for some of you. Look, the Lovers and the Five of Cups, these two cards do not go together, so something has happened here. I mean, it's almost like they have this connection with you, the Lovers, but for some reason it's unobtainable, or they've pushed it away, or they feel it's out of reach. If there is a third party, a romantic third party, they feel that they have chosen wrong. Or if this is someone they've been with for a while, they're saying, I need to leave this person because I am lonely. I feel cold and empty, and yet I have this amazing connection out there with you, the viewer. You know what I've never noticed in this deck before? Have a look at the sort of the shade of her face versus her body. I don't know, hopefully it comes out on the camera. But her face is pretty red compared to the rest of her, and it almost looks like she's wearing a mask, or trying to, like she's put on a load of, you know, makeup, and she's masking something. So this person may regret that they wore a mask with you. They weren't completely authentic. Specifically, I'm getting it's going to be one of two things. They either try to make your connection all about passion and the physical side of things and wouldn't open up about their feelings, you know, this King of Cups energy, or they felt like, well, if I tell you about my romantic passionate feelings. I will be maybe cheating on someone or going against some sort of values or something. So I'm going to pretend it's just friendship when you knew that there were deeper feelings here, but there's definitely some regret. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so let's have a look at this Queen of Wands then. So this is how they're seeing you, whether you are, you know, you resonate with a Queen or a King energy here. The Moon in reverse, again, more Pisces energy. We have the Six of Wands and we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, you've reached some kind of success. The Six of Swords is being praised after a long battle. You know, hard-earned success and respect that you have fought for here. And look, Three of Swords, yes. So remember I was talking about a struggle earlier. I don't know if you channeled the situation with this person and any struggles you went through into your work, or, you know, improving yourself in some sort of way. If so, they can see that you really have, you know, succeeded here. Also, your success or this leveling up or whatever you have done, whatever your person is seeing that you have done, it's almost like it came out of nowhere with the Moon in reverse. You obviously, not for you if it's been a journey, but you didn't tell them about it. Perhaps you didn't really share it with anyone. So for everyone looking on, it looks like 1 minute you were here and then the very next day you're over here, you know, with a new wardrobe, new hair. You've been working out, you've got a new job, you know, you moved home, whatever it is. But obviously you were putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. This was a slow, see, Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This was a slow burn. This is something that it did not happen overnight. It's not overnight success. You worked consistently. You showed up day after day after day, even when it wasn't fun. You know, even when you might have been saying, is this actually going anywhere? You kept showing up. So whatever this is, congratulations, because you really deserve it. And I'm seeing you're there now. You know, and if you feel you're not quite there yet, this is an excellent sign that you know, this is coming in. Keep going. It's very nearly here. So your person's really admiring something you've done, a transition you've made, that as far as they can see was quite surprising, and that you've maybe changed direction or that sort of thing. Not that they didn't think you had it in you, but they didn't see you working to make this change. Okay, so let's have a look at your person who seems like they're not so interested in what they've got going on. We have the King of Wands, you see? This is why they're more interested in looking at you, because with the King and Queen of Wands, they've decided, they feel that they are the one for you and you are the one for them, and we have the Lovers. So it's like this person saying, screw everything else that I've got going on, you're my person, and I want to be with you. And I do feel they've already obtained some level of success, whether it's with studies, career, the kind of life they envision. So they're saying, okay, I've done that, but now I need to focus my attention over here. I'm not seeing much, if any, communication. I'm seeing lots of watching you from the sidelines. I'm seeing you, to be honest, not watching them really at all, or maybe not very much. I see you actually focusing on whatever this is here with the Knight of Pentacles. But yeah, not too much communication or movement. So I will see what's going on with that. But let me just have a look at the Seven of Cups. This could very well be them fantasizing, daydreaming about you as well. See, Four of Coins. They're holding all of this in. Okay, I feel itchy, like inside my skin right now, and I think this is your energy I'm tapping into. It's like you're saying, for heaven's sake, you know, there's all of this going on, but like, move forward, do something, take action. The Five of Cups in reverse. This person was sitting in regret for a long time, and now they're beginning to feel hopeful again. Yes, there's been a past, a history here, but they're saying there's still two cups. You are my person, you are my soulmate, you know, we can be a team. Okay, so let's see, are they going to open up? Are they going to share this with you? What's going on here? Because I know that, yes, you are compassionate and you've been patient and you're loving, but also nothing's going to happen, you know, if nobody speaks. And I'm sure you have spoken your bit in the past. So let's see. Oh, the High Priestess. So that's being quiet for now. What I will say is you might be picking up very strongly energetically on this person, the moods they're going through. There could be astral travel, energetic sort of communication, whether it's intentional or not. There could be telepathic communication even. Okay, tell me more about this Four of Pentacles energy, please. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And here's that Two of Cups. So yeah, they definitely see you as the person that they can build with a friendship, a romantic connection, a home, a business, you know, anything and everything. They see that you would give and take equally with one another. And this very simply just says love. Tell me why have we got the Nine of Wands in reverse? Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so for some of you, this person's feeling a little bit beaten down at the moment by whatever this thing is that's in the past that they're trying to get away from, that we saw right at the start, the Hierophant, some sort of commitment here, Taurus energy. With the Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant coming out together, there could could be very straightforward. There could be a marriage and a child or children, you know, or a significant relationship and some children that you know, they're in that situation and they're trying to navigate it and saying, well, what do I do? The Hierophant, going back to that message about something to do with law or an institution. It could be some sort of work they're involved in that's very it takes a lot of their time, attention, or it could be very traditional values. And there's something here. You know, if there are no children, this Page of Pentacles to me is them saying, I'm wanting to make some sort of gesture, even if it's not huge. But this Hierophant energy has me a bit trapped, a bit bound at the moment. So I feel there's sort of lots of quiet thinking, watching you, some regret, but also saying, I'm not going to let that hold me back. I understand that I can still make some moves here. But there's a very serious energy around whatever this is in the past. You know, that struggle between the Five of Swords and moving forward to the Six of Swords. Is there anything else you can tell us about the Hierophant, please? So this says the Hacker, and it's the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords with the Hierophant. This person's going to get very angry soon because they are frustrated and you are frustrated. And, you know, with that High Priestess, you're feeling each other's energy here. They're going to get very angry with whatever this is that they are in, this other energy here. And I think they're going to sort of lash out and say something that might be thoughtless around whatever this situation is. And if it's not that, it looks like they're going to unexpectedly say something to you against their better judgment, because I think this is a person who likes to think things through. So it doesn't mean they're going to say something mean to you. It just means that they'll do it and then they'll think, oh my God, I didn't plan that for 6 months. I just made the phone call or sent the message. Yeah, so I think if it's to you, it's something spontaneous as far as they're concerned. If it's to someone else, it might be a little bit mean, a bit harsh. It's like a truth that they've been holding back, and it's not very tactful. Okay. So this is the Victorian Flower Oracle deck. I know many of you asked me about this one, a gift from Paula, who also gifted us the Shadow, what is it, Shadowland Tarot, something like that. I always forget the name, it has shadow in it. Okay, so let's see. What else is hidden here, please, Spirit? What's hidden from the universe? Okay, we have pure motives. And we also have a message. Yes, this is what I'm getting with this Knight of Swords. Whoever this person is going to suddenly say something to, it's going to be very honest, very true, very blunt. Now, like I said, if it's coming to you, it feels like quite a soft, gentle message, especially with these cards coming out. But they're saying it's spontaneous, it's taking even them by surprise. But I just feel if it's to do with the energy they're trying to leave behind, it's angry, it's cross, because they're already feeling caged by whatever that energy is or situation. So they're already angry about that. Okay, anything else, please? We have shelter and retreat. And we have shyness. Okay, so this could be someone who has been very, very slow to come forward. There's something about you that has made them in the past feel maybe that they weren't good enough or a bit intimidated, but the good thing is that they're now coming out as your equal, you know, the King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. And I feel that they need to be in that space before they can approach you, because otherwise it's just nerve-wracking, and they might feel that you would reject them and all of that, but they feel like they're in quite a good place to come forward as an equal. With it being the suit of wands as well, maybe in the past you were the one to readily give effort and to drive this forward, and they were a bit slower actually, or even resistant, you know, as I said before, with the Lovers trying to make you feel like, no, it's just friendship and all of that, when it clearly isn't. I mean, the Lovers on top of the King of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups, so yeah, it's not just friendship, definitely not. Okay, so I will leave this here. I think I'll do an extended, and I'll just pull some cards on maybe, well, let me start now. I want to get some cards on guidance and advice in case you're wondering, and I'll just develop that more in the extended if that's something you're interested in seeing. So let me do that now, and then while we're here on YouTube, I will do the one question, one card. Okay, so Spirit, what are your messages of guidance and advice for my viewers, please? I'm hearing to keep being this, you know, Queen of Wands energy. Absolutely, the Empress. Okay, whatever you have already manifested, it's just going to increase. Wow, this is incredible. We have Taurus and Libra energy here. This is wonderful. So you're already bringing in a high success rate or level in whatever your focus is on, and it's just going to get even better. So yeah, keep going. Look, Three of Cups, and it says abundance. Wow. So you could be having reason to celebrate with, you know, friends, family, colleagues. Yeah, I mean, the Empress, whatever, you know, you've created something, and it's growing very well. And if you're not seeing it grow yet, it really is going to. And I feel you have some lovely people around you who will be genuinely happy and want to celebrate this success with you. Okay, anything else? I'm stopping here. The Nine of Cups, happiness, a wish coming true. Look at this. This is wonderful. The Empress, abundance. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so Spirit is saying keep focusing on you, keep doing exactly, you know, whatever you've been doing aside from this connection, and you're going to be drawing in so much happiness, success and joy in the coming days, weeks, months. Oh, for someone or some of you, I'm hearing specifically 6 months. So I don't know if there's like a 6-month time frame or turnaround period for something. So I think basically Spirit is saying keep focusing your attention on you, keep doing whatever you're doing. So in the extended, I'll try and get some advice specifically around maybe what's going on with your romantic situation here. Okay, so if you're heading off, have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're staying, I will do the one question, one card. And on Monday, I will do a check-in with your person's energy, see how this is moving forward, and see sort of if there's anything else that you need to know. But let me do the one question, one card now. Okay, so thank you everyone for your questions. Today's winner is Marco Diaz, who says, we already established that he knows I am his divine feminine. I've given him all the signals that I am receptive to him, but still no dice. Now my question is, what does he intend to do about it? Because I'm at the point where I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait for this fool to make up his mind. He has been in his head for a year or so now. It's gotten real old. Okay, so yeah, so you're getting fed up with no movement. Okay, so what does he intend to do about this? Okay, Spirit, can you please show us? Can you please show Marco? Oh my goodness. Okay, this wants to come out, so let's leave that out. Okay, so what does this person intend to do about this connection? So what does Marco's person intend to do about this connection? Let's see. At the moment, this Eight of Pentacles could, you know, say that this is a great sign. in the fact or suggesting that he's going to put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, or he's distracting himself, working on something else, keeping himself so busy he doesn't have to think about this. So let's see, let's clarify. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups in the reverse. How can you have the 10 of Cups happiness if you're not happy, if you're denying yourself? That doesn't make sense. Let's see. Is he wearing a mask? Page of Cups in the reverse. 4 of Wands in the reverse. 9 of Wands. So it looks to me like he's a bit scared, distrustful about this connection. He's nervous, hesitant to move this forward. I think you've been very nice, and I think this niceness, this care, this vulnerability has put him on edge. Maybe he's not used to people being this way. Let's see. I also feel he's investing in something that he's pretending is making him happy, or it looks happy from the outside, but he personally is not happy. You know, 10 of Cups is shared happiness. It's a family or a community or a team. 9 of Cups is the individual, and he personally isn't happy. So let me just see, why is he on the defensive here? Hanged Man and the Hermit. Yes, he is taking a long time, and the reason is he is not sure what's going on. It's almost like someone who let's say every time from the age of like 1 to 30 years old, every time they meet someone, instead of saying hello, the person punches them in the face. So they've become used to being a bit cautious of people, to say the least. And here you come, and what you do is say hello, and you give this person a hug. So now he's like, what is going on? And he's waiting for the punch. You know, the punch isn't coming, but that's what he's used to. So this delay, this hesitation, this overthinking with the Hermit and the Hanged Man, it's not personal to you. It's because of his particular life experiences here. But yes, it definitely is creating a delay for you. And in the meantime, let's see what's going on with this 10 of Cups situation. What is this? I bet you already know, but just in case, let's see. The World. It's something that needs to end. Yeah, look, it's completely stuck. It might be taken away from him anyway with the World coming up. Whatever this is was to teach him, to help him learn something, to teach some kind of lesson. So it could be he's overly invested in family members that have too much of a hold or too much of a say and control over his life. It could be a third party situation in a romantic sense. It could be work. Whatever this is, he's giving a lot to it, and he's not happy. He could be doing it just to keep other people happy, and I think the universe might pull him out of this very soon, or change something up dramatically. I feel with your connection specifically, to be completely honest, there seems like there's more waiting, and maybe for some time with the Hanged Man and the Hermit. Now, what's frustrating for you probably is that you can feel the feelings, you can feel all of the potential, and if the main reading we just did resonates with you, with that High Priestess, he's probably drawing you in, you know, into his energy as much as you're drawing him into yours. So it's almost like you can't just cut cords, you can't just let go, emotionally and maybe mentally as well, because you know there's potential here, and the delay is not that he isn't interested, it's fear, it's caution, it's hesitation, it's suspicion even of the situation, not of you. So yes, in that sense, I feel your soul is wanting to hold on. So all I can really do is say what I'm seeing, and that is more time, and leave it to you to decide how you're going to move forward. But I do want you to know that him being guarded is not a reflection of you or how he feels. It's a reflection of him comparing this connection to others he's experienced, which have left him feeling wounded here. You know, the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior. And if you've been this Page of Cups, it's nothing like what he's used to. And even if, you know,